our jarring notes agree. And time it is when raging war is done to smile at scapes and perils overblown. My fair Bianca, bid my father welcome while I with self-same kindness welcome thine. Brother Petruchio, Sister Katharina, and thou, Hortensio, with thy loving widow, feast with the best and welcome to my house. My banquet is to close our stomachs up after our great good cheer. Pray you, sit down, for now we sit to chat as well as eat.
Nothing but sit and eat and eat.
Padua affords this kindness, son Petruchio.
Padua affords nothing but what is kind.
Padua affords nothing but what is kind.
For both our sakes, Petruchio, I would that word were true.
Now for my life, Hortensio fears his widow.
Then never trust me if I be afeard.
You are very sensible, and yet you miss my sense. I mean, Hortensio is afeard of you.
He that is giddy thinks the world turns round.
Roundly replied.
Mistress, what mean you by that?
Thus I conceive by him.
Conceives by me. How likes Hortensio that?
My widow says, thus she conceives her tale.
Very well mended. Kiss him for that, good widow.
He that is giddy thinks the world turns round. I pray you, what mean you by that?
Your husband, being troubled by a shrew, measures my husband's sorrow by his woe. And now you know my meaning?
A very mean meaning.
Right. I mean you. And I am mean indeed, respecting you.
To a cake! 100 marks, my Kate doth put it down.
That's my office.
Spoke like an officer, have to thee, lad.
Now, in good sadness, son Petruchio, I think thou hast the veriest shrew of all.
Well, I say no. And therefore, for assurance, let's each one send unto his wife, and he whose wife is most obedient to come at first when he doth send for her, shall win the wager which we will propose.
Content, what's the wager?
20 crowns?
20 crowns, I'll venture so much of my hawk or my hounds, but 20 times so much upon my wife.
100 then.
Content.
A match 'tis done.
Who shall begin?
That will I. Go, Biandello, bid your mistress come to me.
I go.
Son, I'll be your half. Bianca comes.
I'll have no halves. I'll bear it all myself. How now? What news?
Sir, my mistress sends you word that she is busy, and she cannot come.
How she's busy and she cannot come, is that an answer?
Aye, sir, and a kind one. Pray God your wife sends you not a worse.
I hope better.
Sarah Biandello, go and entreat my wife to come to me forthwith.
Oh, entreat her, nay, then she needs must come.
I am afraid, sir, do what you can. Yours will not be entreated. Now, where's my wife?
She says you have some goodly jest in hand. She will not come. She bids you come to her.
Worse and worse. She will not come. Oh, vile, intolerable, not to be endured. Sirach Romeo! Go to your mistress. Say, I command her come to me.
I know her answer.
What?
She will not.
The foul of fortune mine, and there an end.
Now, by my halidom, here comes Katharina.
What is your will, sir, that you send for me?
Where is your sister and Hortensio's wife?
They sit conferring by the parlor fire.
Go fetch them hither. If they deny to come, swinge me them soundly forth unto their husbands. Away, I say, and fetch them hither straight.
Here is a wonder if you talk of a wonder.
I wonder what it bodes.
Married peace it bodes, and love, and quiet life. And to be short, but not that sweet and happy.
Now fair befall thee, good Petruchio. The wager thou hast won, and I will add unto their losses 20,000 crowns, another dowry to another daughter, for she is changed as she had never been.
Nay, I will win my wager better yet and show more sign of her obedience. Her new-built virtue and obedience. See where she comes and brings your froward wives as prisoners to her womanly persuasion. Katherine, that cap of yours becomes you not. Off with the bauble. Throw it underfoot.
Oh, Lord, may I never have a cause to sigh till I be brought to such a silly pass.
Why would a foolish duty call you this?
I would your duty were as foolish, too. The wisdom of your duty, fair Bianca, hath cost me 500 crowns since supper time.
The more fool you for laying on my duty.
Katherine, I charge thee, tell these headstrong women what duties they do owe their lords and husbands.
Come, you're mocking. We will have no telling.
Come on, I say, and first begin with her.
She shall not.
I say she shall. And first, begin with her.
Fie, fie. Unknit that threatening, unkind brow, and dart not scornful glances from those eyes to wound thy lord, thy king, thy governor. It blots thy beauty as frost do bite the meads, confounds thy fame as whirlwinds shake fair buds, and in no sense is meet or amiable. A woman moved is like a fountain troubled, muddy, ill-seeming, thick bereft of beauty. And while it is so, none so dry or thirsty will deign to sip or touch one drop of it. Thy husband is thy lord, thy life, thy keeper, thy head, thy sovereign, one who cares for thee, and for thy maintenance commits his body to painful labors both by land and sea, to watch the night in storms, the day in cold, while thou liest warm at home, secure and safe, and craves no other tribute at thy hands but love, fair looks, and true obedience. Too little payment for so great a debt. Such duty as the subject owes the prince, even such a woman oweth to her husband. And when she is froward, peevish, sullen, sour, and not obedient to his honest will, what is she but a foul, contending rebel and graceless traitor to her loving lord? I am ashamed that women are so simple to offer war when they should kneel for peace, or seek for rule, supremacy, and sway, when they are bound to serve, love, and obey. Why are our bodies soft and weak and smooth, unapt to toil and trouble in the world, but that our soft conditions and our hearts should well agree with our external parts? Come, you forward and unable worms. My mind hath been as big as one of yours. My heart is great, my reason haply more. To bandy word for word and frown for frown. But now I see our lances are but straws, our strength as weak, our weakness past compare, that seeming to be most which we indeed least are. Then veil your stomachs, for it is no boot, and place your hand beneath your husband's foot, in token of which duty, if he please, my hand is ready. May it do him ease.
Why, there's a wench. Come on. And kiss me, Kate.
Go thy ways, old man, but I shall tavern.
'Tis a good hearing when children are toward.
But a harsh hearing when women are froward.
Come, Kate. Wheel to bed. We three are married, but you two are sped. 'Twas I won the wager, though you hit the white. And being a winner, God give you good night.